So this is just a pelvic tilt. This is actually, hopefully, a fairly gentle movement. So the whole intention in this exercise is to try to find the least amount of kind of force or tension in your body to produce a bit of movement at the pelvis. So I'm going to find the front of my hip bones, and I just want to kind of feel the left and the right side. I'm looking to feel a fairly symmetrical amount of movement, speed of movement as I do this. And I'm going to try to keep my glutes, my feet, even my abdominal zone and my lower back all from overly gripping or creating a lot of tension as I do this. I'll need to use my core a little bit here, but I'm going to try not to force anything or create a lot of tension as I just find a little bit of pelvic rocking. And often, so technically this motion is called an anterior tilt and a posterior pelvic tilt, but I often describe this as a tucked position. Tucked is where if I had a tail, I'd be tucking the tail between the legs. It's where these two bony points at the front of my pelvis are moving towards my nose, and an untucked position is where the tail kind of drops into the floor, the front of the pelvis rolls away from my nose, my low back arches a bit here. And we're just seeing if we can find a fairly nice smooth movement here. Not a lot of force, not a lot of effort, not a lot of kind of strong tension in any muscles here. And then just pair it with our breath. And the breath is going to go an exhale as I tuck, inhale as I release, or untuck. Exhale as I tuck, inhale as I untuck. And I'm going to do my best to try to let the tempo of my breath kind of dictate the tempo of my movement here. So really what we're trying to find is a real gentle movement here. It shouldn't feel very forceful. And if you picture the back of the pelvis here, or the back of this kind of lumbopelvic zone, the sacrum here has a bit of a convexity to it. So as you tuck, you can kind of think about rolling or rocking along that base of the spine and feeling that pelvis moving really gently. I often describe this like your pelvis is just kind of rocking on a slight swell in the ocean. All right, so find nice easeful movement, connect with your breath, see if you can free up that pelvis to move nice and freely around the hips and the spine.